taxes are of two types. One is direct tax and one is the indirect tax. What is direct tax? Direct tax is the tax which is levied directly upon me. The burden is upon me. I only pay the tax. So for example, income tax. I earn an income, I pay that tax, the burden is upon me, I file my income tax return, right? Other kind of direct taxes are also there. For example, wealth tax is there. Earlier, gift tax was also there. It got repealed in 1998. And now gifts are chargeable under income from other sources in income tax itself. So primarily, direct tax today is, what we talk about is income tax. So, and the other tax is the indirect tax. So what is indirect tax? It is the tax which I pay from my pocket, but liability is not upon me. It is deposited by somebody else. For example, I purchase a packet of chips for ₹20 from a shopkeeper. 18 rupees is the cost of the chips, which includes the cost of manufacturing of potatoes. And then there is labor involved. There is overheads, which involves rent, electricity, all those kind of administrative expenses, marketing expenses, selling distribution expenses. This total amounts to around ₹16, suppose. 2 rupees is their profit. It becomes 18. And we pay 20. Now this 2 rupees is the statutory amount which we pay, which is referred to as indirect tax, and which erstwhile was VAT, value added tax, because it was on a product, and now it is subsumed into GST, which is goods and service tax, right? So this is an indirect tax. It is paid by the shopkeeper, but he did not incur the liability. I paid those 2 rupees from my pocket. Direct tax and indirect tax. Now talking about the income tax. The scope of income tax. There are 5 heads of income under income tax. Whatever income I earn, I will be chargeable to that tax. 5 kinds of income are there. One is income from salary. There is an employer-employee relationship. I am a chartered accountant. I am a lawyer. I am a doctor. Or I am an engineer, MBA. I am employed with somebody. And I am getting salary. Second is income from house property. I have certain kind of a property. I have given it on rent. I am getting rent from it. So I will be chargeable to tax. Third is income from capital gains. There is an asset, I've sold that asset, I have earned something out of it. For example, shares I've sold some land, and then I'll be chargeable to tax. Profit and gains from business and profession. This is the 4th head. Any kind of profit and gains from our business or profession which we are earning. And the 5th is income from other sources. Now what is income from salary? Income from salary includes income from basic, your DA, your HRA, PF, ESI, leave encashment, gratuity, allowances, perquisites, and the like. It could be different kind of areas. Now, how does the scope come here? Scope, what I'm talking about, is both in the litigation and both also in the consultancy. You specialize in labor laws. You know what is ESI. You understand Payment of Bonus Act, Gratuity Act, Workmen's Compensation Fund, Factories Act. Labor laws are 44. And then you understand this aspect of income tax. Then you become a master in income from salaries. Income from house property. You master property law, Transfer of Property Act. RERA has come, Real Estate Regulation Act in 2016. You understand what are the property laws, what is stamp duty, how is the area mutation done, and then you understand the income from house property. Then you specialize in income from house property in this area. Income from capital gains. What is a capital gain? There is an asset. Supposedly I purchase a TV. After 10 years, the value of that TV will decline, obviously. But there are certain assets whose value increases. Generally, it is land, shares, some historical painting, artistic monuments, any of those kind of things, coins, ancient coins, old bonds. When I sell them, there is a gain which I earn. On this gain, there is a tax. So how does the scope come in this area of income from capital gains? In the case of mergers and acquisitions these days. So there is a company which is being sold off. Company A is being sold off to B, or A and B merge. So there is a kind of a tax implication, which is necessarily not litigation, but lots of consultancy. Lot of law firms are working in this mergers acquisition area also. Then there is winding up. A company is wound up. You must have heard about Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016. So matters are going before NCLT. So company is being wound up. Now, sometimes the banks have to take their loans, their recovery from certain kind of companies, and the matters go before Debt Recovery Tribunal. And asset risk reconstruction company is being appointed. In these kind of matters also, capital gains come into place, right? What else? Other sources. Other sources now is the residual head. When your income does not fall in these 4 heads, it falls under other sources. What is this income? Income is from interest earned by way of FDs or from bank interest you earn. Any kind of gifts, as I told you, you're getting gifts, you will be taxable here. And other than that, could be winning from lotteries, crossword puzzles, sports law. You specialize in sports law, get into income tax. It's a combined field. See, income tax is a tax. It's a tussle between the government and the assessee. You have to pay that tax. But you can specialize in the areas when you understand certain other kind of laws, right? Estate planning, succession, Hindu Succession Act is there, Indian Succession Act, gift planning. All these areas, if you understand, income from other sources come into place. Banking laws, insurance laws, you understand, income from other sources comes into place.